and welcome back to ChatGBT. I'm here with Professor Gabby and myself, Sophia, and we will be talking you through what it is to be a blue belt mentor at Gracie Barra Tooting. So, Gabby, what is it to be a mentor? Like, what is the mentorship?
A mentor relationship is basically someone that has some knowledge about a certain topic, and they are going to share that knowledge with someone that doesn't have the same knowledge, you know? So it's a very exchange-based relationship, and anyone can be a mentor because everybody knows something that you don't, and they can try to share it with you. So sometimes we think, to be a mentor, I have to be, I don't know, a PhD in a certain topic, or I have to have a very, very high experience on certain things. And if you do have this high experience, this high knowledge, amazing, you're gonna do a great job. But it's not like an unachievable position. You know, in terms of like, I can only mentor someone else if I am extremely experienced. I feel like a mentor is someone that wants to help you achieve your objective, your goal, and they're gonna give you guidance in terms of how to get there. You know, what paths can you get there through, or what do you need to learn to get to where you want. And sometimes they are able to really share how you get to that point and like what you have to do. And some other times it's much more like, this person is my mentor. He knows that I want to, I don't know, do a PhD in British poetry.
Okay.
And then he doesn't know nothing about British poetry, but it's a person that like knows how to go through the selection of PhD, so he can like explain to me what I would have to do, like a presentation letter, cover letter.
Essentially, it's someone who's been where you've been before, right? And
you can see that way, like someone that maybe has gone through the same stuff, and now they're just sharing their experience, so you can make more sense of your own experience.
And hold your hand while you go through this experience, and you don't have to be alone with it, because with anything, when you're starting stuff for the first time, it can be quite scary. So when you've got someone else to ask any questions for, or say, you know, I'm struggling with this, can you help me out? It's nice to have someone that you can talk to who's not that far off your level, because, you know, the mentorship program at Tooting is generally blue belt buddies, isn't it? So from a white belt to a blue belt, there's a journey, but equally it's not such a distance between, for instance, a white belt and a black belt. So if we dive in a little bit deeper into what the blue belt or colored belt buddy system is at Tooting, what do people need to do to be a blue belt mentor?
So first of all, we put this program into place because we as instructors, we know that people are going to give up on Jiu-Jitsu on the lower belts at the beginner's level, both blue and white belt. So we wanted to create a program to connect these two groups of people so they could be supporting each other on their journey, you know? So ideally, because the blue belt, he knows what it is to be a white belt and how the struggle is real, and sometimes like you don't feel motivated to practice or anything like that. So we wanted to have someone that has gone through that experience and already was like achieved the first belt, like the second belt, the blue belt. We wanted people to, as you mentioned, be able to talk to each other about their experiences, you know, and like be supportive with each other. So ideally, the blue belt mentors that we also have other color belts that are being mentors. We want them to just ask their mentees, their buddies, to come to practice together. You know, it's like an idea to also make the bonds that we have at the gym as a community to get stronger and more tight. So that was the main reason, like to make sure that people are not going to feel alone in their journey. Because sometimes when you get into Jiu-Jitsu, you feel alone. Like, no one else is having the same, like, thoughts like I am. Oh my gosh, everybody's just so good and I'm terrible at this. So ideally, if you put people into contact with each other and they're able to practice together and talk a little bit about their experience, we are going to see that sometimes what this person is going through, I have gone through ages ago and I can relate. So it's really like how to support each other as a community, and who can be part of the program. So we thought that like ideally we would have blue belts to do that, you know, to be part of it. But then we saw that like it's much more related to the willing to share, the willing to like bond with other people, you know, to like support other people in their journey than necessarily connected to the color of the belt. So if you are a white belt with 3 stripes and above, you can talk to us, let us know that you would like to support someone else in their journey, and we will try to find you a recently white belt. So you guys can schedule to come practice together, you know, you can talk a little bit to each other, and that's it. Basically, like, you just need to let us know. You need to be communicative in the sense of like you will probably exchange numbers with the person you're gonna mentor. And you need to just keep checking on them, you know, like weekly. Hey, buddy, just want to see if you have practice this week. If you haven't, when should we go next? You know, let's practice together next week, or stuff like that. Like, oh my gosh, just wanted to share with you that I went to the GB3 class today. It was my first GBT class, and it was so exciting and frightening, but everything went smooth, so I had a good time. And, you know, just thinking that maybe we can go together on the next class. This kind of mindset, this kind of like communication.
Sure. So how does the actual matchmaking work? So how do we choose what white belt goes with what colored belt?
So normally we just observe how people are doing the classes, and then if you see that like someone is being more communicative to the other person, like being able to make the person feel comfortable, the new white belt, and seems like they are having a good interaction. And also if they are going on similar classes, like times, you know, in terms of times, because we don't want to pair someone that comes only to the practices that happen like on the 12:30, and then we don't want to pair someone that comes on the morning with someone that comes on the evening, because then how they're going to practice together.
Exactly.
So we kind of try to put together people who are going on the practices on the same time, and people who we see that like are having a good interaction, you know,
which is nice. They always have a familiar face when they go.
Exactly, that like they're both feeling comfortable with each other.
100%.
Then we ask the mentor, the possible mentor, if they would like to be a mentor. We align the expectations, and if they are okay with that, then we exchange the numbers, like we put the mentor in contact with the mentee, and we let them roll from there.
Do we have any events or anything exclusive just for the mentors and the mentees? Do we offer anything like that here?
That's a great question. So since the last year, we started developing white belt seminars. So it's exclusively for the white belts of the gym.
Wow.
It's like a seminar where we are going to go over some specific concepts with different kinds of drills, you know. It's like extracurricular thing, and only white belts can come. But if the white belt has a mentor, then the mentor can come to the activity. So that's, I guess, one of the main benefits, but of course there are many other benefits.
Sure, of course. When you first started your journey, did you have something similar to this?
Yes and no. So no, because it was not a structured program that was being consciously like taking progress with the support of the professors, you know, of the program director like you. So it was nothing like formalized, institutionalized at my gym. And yes, in the sense of like sometimes you just connect a little bit more with a certain student that is more experienced than you. And then when you're like, hi, how are you, you know, and then you do the positions together, and then like you spar together. So this person like always is trying to give you some tips of what you could do better, you know, how you can improve. Normally I had connections like that with people who were the same level as I was, like the same belt, or some colleagues that were black belts. and they thought I was like with a tough skin. I was like, oh, this girl is tough. I like to see her fight, and I'm gonna give her tips on how she can improve.
Ah, that's nice though.
Yeah, so I have a few
Getting
of them.
support from different angles, but there wasn't an official program for it.
No, and that's what makes this specific program so special at Gracie Barra Tooting. So here we are always trying to come up with like feasible ideas on how to make our community healthier, more connected, more integrated, you know, more inclusive.
100%.
And that's part of our values, like of our objective as a gym.
So for the white belts, it's part of their onboarding process. So when we get new students coming in, we let them know that there's this program available, and if they're interested, we can connect them with a blue belt or a higher level white belt.
Or brown belt.
Or brown belt, or purple, all the colours of the rainbow. But if, you know, like you said, someone who's 3 stripes and above really wants to be part of this program, what are the steps that they need to do?
They need to let us know. And they need to let us know as well, like, what's the main time of practice that they are coming at the moment. And we are going to see who is the best fit for them. So it's not going to be like, oh, I am someone that wants to mentor and I want to mentor specifically that person. Because maybe that person already has another mentor going on, you know, body mentor. Or sometimes that person doesn't come on the same schedule as you come. So really, how you guys going to be supporting each other in terms of like practicing together. So we are going to do like, we will try to pair. You can let us know in case there is someone that you feel more connected, that you vibe, that have the same time, same schedule. And we are going to consider if that's possible. But if that's not possible, we are going to connect you with someone that we think is going to be a good match.
And what if the mentor and mentee aren't vibing, aren't gelling, aren't connecting? What do we do then?
Just be honest. You know, in the sense of like, you don't need to say the reason why you don't want to be a mentor anymore. If you feel like you are able to articulate that why you don't want to be a mentor anymore, good. But if not, you can just say, hi, friend, hi, buddy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be your mentor anymore because I have other stuff going on and it's not making sense for me anymore. Like, I won't be able to keep supporting you how I should, so I rather just stop. And then you also need to let us know that you took that decision, so this way we can find a new mentor or mentee for you. So that's it. Honesty, like a good conversation, a good dialogue, you know.
Yeah, it's just being accountable and not ghosting. It's just
just finishing things in good terms. All right.
Exactly.
Sorry, I won't be able to do this anymore. I'm letting you know, and I'm gonna let the people from the gym know as well, like Sophia, Professor Gabby, Professor Thomas.
Yeah, and equally, if the white belts don't want to be part of the program anymore,
they can just say.
Then you can just say,
no hard feelings, no drama. By the way, do you say, is it hard feelings or heart feelings?
Hard feelings.
Hard feelings, see? Every day learning a new thing. No hard feelings.
Otherwise, if they are hard feelings, then you'll definitely feel them in the heart. That's for sure. So. Okay, fair enough. Now, I really wish that this was something that was offered from the get-go. But I have to say, for myself, kind of like with you and your journey, the community was so open when I first started. I felt like I was adopted by a few higher level students anyways, which definitely helped with my journey. But I do think having it a little bit more official, I think it kind of raises the insecurity to ask questions or anxiety even, because this is someone, that's their job. That's what they're there for, to ask any questions you may have, or, you know, because I have to say, like, being a girl as well, sometimes it was a lot of anxiety of, okay, who's going to be at training today? How am I going to feel on the mats? Is there someone that I can partner with? So I think having a mentor also always guarantees you a partner on the mats as well, if you two are aligning.
That's the point. And tell me, Sophie, who were your unofficial mentors? And how was the experience of like receiving the support from them?
So there were a few students that were a similar level and then exceeded, I have to say. But I think two main people, I'd have to give a shout out to Jules, who was actually the ex-program director, and a shout out to Joanna. Both of them were blue belts before me. And so they were my blue belt mentors indirectly, and then became my blue belt mentors. And yeah, it was every time I came in, big smiles. It was just like, oh, that's nice. It was just that excitement that someone's just like happy to see you. It doesn't actually matter how good my jiu-jitsu is. It's just having someone literally be happy that you're present and you're attending and you're training. And I think that's something that not everyone, but something that I struggle with myself sometimes, is just being okay with just showing up. So I think when you have other people that literally are just so excited just for the fact that you're just there, you haven't even started the jiu-jitsu yet. It's like, oh, that's nice. And I think it just makes it so much more of a pleasurable experience, even if I'm tapping to both of them after 0.5 seconds of the beep. It's still such a gratifying experience, because it's just like, oh, that was enjoyable, or wow, there's so much I can learn from them. I think that's definitely something that I got from even rolling and sparring with both of them. It was like, oh, that's so cool, oh, that's so cool. And I think just having someone who takes the time to also show you, so they weren't gatekeeping anything. It was like, wow, I really like how you did that certain position. Can you teach me? Or I don't even need to ask, can you teach me? Is, oh, let me show you. Quick, let's try it. Okay, you go into my position and we'll try it one more time. And it's just nice for someone to literally take time out of their own training to go through certain positions and things. It's just really nice. And they did it unofficially. So I was really, really grateful, and continuously really grateful. They've both taught me different inspirations and different advices that I need to still keep switched on when I enter the mats.
I think that you mentioned something very special about like being a mentor. Jiu-jitsu is a very practical thing, you know? So you can actually like show stuff. It's like very hands-on. And I think that being a mentor can give you the chance to share techniques with someone else. You say, oh, look what I learned. And then you try to teach the person that thing. So it's going to be very good for you to develop like your communication skills, your ability to transfer knowledge to someone else. And when you have to teach, you end up, guys, just wait, just a parenthesis. We are not saying that like, oh my gosh, you're going to start teaching the person full time and all of those things. No, it's like, oh, look at this detail that I've seen on the position. I learned to do this positioning this way. I think you can improve this aspect. Is going to be more helpful for you, you know? Like anything that you feel like you can share is going to help, and it's going to help the person. It's also going to be good for your own development, your own jiu-jitsu journey, to be able to explain something that you learned. Because when you have to teach, you end up like learning twice, kind of. It's very good for you to memorize and also really comprehend what you're doing, you know? It makes you a better student, a better practitioner. And Sophie, tell us about your experience, because you have been a mentor for some of our students here.
Yeah, so my mentees are Stephanie and Hita. I have to say, both of them super excited, super energy, good vibes. I was so excited to be both of their mentors. I think timings made things a bit of a challenge, where different work hours, different hours of training, sometimes it could be quite challenging to get those to line up. But I think it's one of the things that if you can teach it or you can reiterate it, it kind of consolidates and confirms your knowledge too. And it was quite gratifying to be like, oh, okay, wow, I actually do know some jiu-jitsu. Because I think it does sometimes when you get on the mats, you're kind of like, I actually don't know anything, until you're in a position with someone who knows a little less than you with certain things. Then it's like, oh, okay, I do know some stuff. But yeah, it's nice to be a mentor to students who want to be here and are excited to learn and are very inquisitive. And the only thing that maybe was a little bit of an issue was maybe the language barrier, because they are both Portuguese speakers. I don't speak Portuguese, but I speak Spanish and Italian, so we were able to understand. But like you said, because it's such a practical thing, as long as you can demonstrate it and are patient with one another, then you're able to articulate it that way, you know? So I have to say it was, and it has been, a good experience. But honestly, Stephanie is a shining star. So, I mean, I'm her mentor, but she's inspiring me every time she's on the mats. Just, she goes 100%. She's all in. Like, so I'm learning a lot from her, because her dedication to the sport and her commitment is just unmatched. For sure.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, 100%. And with Hita, I wanted to show up. Hita, if you're listening to this, you better come down, because we miss you and we want to get you on the mats. I know it's difficult with work, so priorities, we got to keep ourselves fed, our families fed. But when you can come, we're here. Let's get on the mats. Let's get going.
That's it. Yeah. Sophie, thank you for today.
Thank you for
having me.
Yeah,
the questions. And that's it. Like, guys, if you want to commit to the program, be part of it, just let us know. You can talk to Sophie, to me, or Professor Thomas, and we are gonna set you up.
Yeah, if you have any questions, write them down in the comments, or just, as Professor Gabby said, just come to us and let us know. Otherwise, remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yes, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.